Have you ever wanted to provide more value to more people, but you just didn't have the time, the resources, the team to pull it off? Well, you might want to consider offering a group program. With a group program, you can serve one to many, and you can really maximize your team. Now, you can lead it, or you can have other members of your team lead it, or you can bring in other thought leaders to help lead and facilitate your group program. It's really powerful. There's a lot of cool things you could do. You can cultivate a community, and the cool thing is it's scalable. You have one program, one track, and it's scalable. And in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the mistakes that are commonly made and how you can avoid them.
Welcome to Growth Amplifiers, where we showcase the best tips, resources, and tools to amplify and scale your business.
All right, so group programs, they can be really great. Something some people are concerned about off the bat is, what if I don't have enough members to show up? And here's the thing, you don't need to worry about members showing up as long as you create good program and provide good value. There's a lot of different things you could do. It could be a live group, or it could be a group where people are just part of a community. You can have open hours. There's plenty of different things that you can do. Just because you've tried something in the past doesn't mean there isn't a way to pull it off. And you'll find some of the most successful entrepreneurs are running group programs. So where there's a will, there's a way. Keep an open mind. That being said, let's get into the top 3 mistakes. Mistake number 1, no financial plan. A lot of coaches, business advisors, and service-based professionals think that if they create a group, they're just going to start having people come in and start making gobs of money, and it'll be really profitable out the gate. Now, groups can be really profitable. Some people, that's all they do is just run a group. However, you should really make sure that you run your numbers. We like to use a tool called the Profit Growth Calculator. It helps calculate what are the numbers that you need to hit in order to hit your financial goals, and to make sure that you're paying for facilitating the group, for any systems that you need to have to run the group, for team members to ensure that they're making a good experience to build and grow in the community. Now, you can start small, but you need to know what your numbers are. You also need to realize that it's going to cost some money to get more customers. Now, if you have a big audience or already have a lot of potential customers who might want a group program, maybe that's not a concern, but for a lot of people, they need to work on getting more people in their group program if they want to grow it and scale it. And that does take marketing. Sometimes that takes advertising, and you need to have a plan for that. Don't just wing it. Wing it is not a strategy. Which brings us to the second mistake of not having a growth framework. Again, thinking if I create it, people will come, isn't how it works. Unless you are an influencer and have that audience to get your message in front of, or you're speaking on stages or in front of groups, most service-based professionals need a growth framework to get their message in front of their market. And what we like using at Growth Amplifiers is to document and define a customer value journey. And we have some videos on our YouTube channel that talk about the customer value journey, how you can audit yours, and how you can optimize it. And a customer value journey, if you're wondering, is just the process to get your marketing message in front of your ideal audience, and then seamlessly and subtly guide those people to become customers that pay, stay, and refer. And you want to optimize that value journey so that you're getting the best return on investment from your marketing efforts. Whether that's time, whether that's money. What you don't want to do is put a lot of money or time into marketing if you haven't optimized all the different steps of the value journey. Otherwise, it's like pouring water into a leaky bucket. That's why we have the growth framework, which is really the customer value journey. It's a framework for getting new customers and ascending them over time, ultimately to become advocates and promoters for your business. So you want to have a framework that's simple, that's scalable, and that delivers consistent results. And if you don't know, you can go to growthamplifiers.com. You can talk to a marketing advisor like myself and make sure that you have a process for getting new customers. I've met a lot of people who have invested in maybe learning how to facilitate for a different system or a program. They paid money to do this, and then they didn't have a good growth framework, and then they didn't have customers. Don't let that be you. Make sure that you've got a framework for getting more ideal customers. And mistake number 3 is not being systemized. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about systemized in 2 different areas. There's the system that you need to run and operate the group. That means, how are you going to market it? How are you going to facilitate it? What systems are you going to create so that they're automated? How do you set up SOPs to have someone help you run and manage the group? You don't want to be doing it all on your own. This isn't hard, but you need to have a system. I've seen people create a group, not have it, and then they're just kind of like winging it. And again, winging it is not a strategy. So you want to map out what that looks like so that it can be created once and leveraged many times. It's repeatable. It's scalable. On the other side of the fence, when you're thinking about systemizing, it's the experience for the end user, the group members, right? They're going to come in, they have a challenge, they have something that they're wanting to achieve, and you're going to make sure that they have a systemized experience. You have a roadmap, you have a plan for them. If they just show up and they don't know what's going on, and they kind of get some things, and then they don't really know where they're going, chances are they're going to tune out and they won't come back. But if you say, this is where we're at, and this is where we're going next, we have a pathway that we're going on, then you can make sure that they are onboarded, that they are in with it, and they are continuing on that path because they want to complete to get to their destination. You can also design it in such a way where it's circular and they're always moving forward. So there's a lot of different ways that this can be done. Groups can be fun, they can be lucrative, and they're a way to scale your business. So for example, at Growth Amplifiers, we've done this ourselves. We initially started with working with clients one-to-one, and I love doing that. I love my clients. I really like connecting with them and learning about them, their background, their team, their goals, but you only have so many people that you can connect one-to-one. So with a group, you can create a similar experience and still guide people through the process. And we've productized our knowledge with the Amplified Growth System so that other coaches, advisors, and service-based professionals don't have to reinvent the wheel. They can use our framework and our systems to achieve their goals. They just need to customize it for their audience and their expertise. And we help them do that. That's the group that we support so that other advisors, coaches, and business professionals can systemize and scale their business. So if you have questions, I'd love to see them in the comments. And always remember, you can go to growthamplifiers.com and see more of the resources and experiences that we have that you can use in your own business to amplify it. Until next time, keep on amplifying.
To show your support, take a moment to amplify this message by sharing it online. To connect with me or gain more business growth insights, visit www.growthamplifiers.com. Thank you for your support.